Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Guess where we are? Okay. Oh, hello, folks. Oh my goodness. So I'm down at Seven Creeks on a whim. I kind of come up with a makeshift, maybe a little bit tilted to the side, my back cam. I've got it on my backpack strap, and I did order one through Amazon. It should be here in a week. I had to come into the trees. We got a big wind. I've got a windsock. I managed to come up with a makeshift windsock for this camera on my shoulder. I have my windsock on the camera I'm using, but there's a wind. But right when I got here, the wind had died down, and I was getting my gear ready and trying to get this on my backpack and onto my back. I heard one sound like a scream, a whoop scream. With the gifting bowl. I'm gonna move it. I'm not sure what that screaming was. It did sound it did sound squatchy, very squatchy. You know what? The snow is very packed here. Very packed down here at the... I haven't really did any calls or whistles or anything, so... Yet. Wow. I don't know, maybe not. Okay, you know what? My bowl, the tripod, like the legs, are frozen. They're frozen in the ground. We'll wait for a warmer day, and we'll wait for a warmer day to move it up there. But we will still go. We're still going to go for a walk up there. I want to go down to... I'm going to leave the camera where I was standing and go a little bit, see if I can't go down there and do a little bit of a size comparison video. That big, burly Bigfoot. Wow. Bit of a size comparison video. That big, burly Bigfoot. Wow. I don't know what that was. But I'll put the treats in the bowl here now, and then we'll head up. So yeah, this whole thing here, it's solid. So I brought cranberries today. Cranberries today instead of cherries. Dried cherries. These are dried cranberries. But we're gonna head up. See what we can find. See, there's a bed right here. Right there, that's a bed. I imagine a deer bed. It's a little bit easier walking today in the snow. These are my tracks from, I think they are. Yeah, they are. Those are mine. See what they have in store for us today. The last time we went up in, I could hear things and I kept hearing that wind coming in. And today we got a wind, so, and I just see movement over there. Way back. Maybe. We'll know more when we get up in there. If you're here, I'm coming up. Don't remember seeing that. Okay. Should get back on my tracks. I think those are my tracks. Right there. They gotta be. Yeah, this was my trail in there. Because there's the arch. I still think this is the better place for that. The better place for the gifting mole. Up in amongst all these big spruce trees. Yeah, see, that's been tucked. I'll show you. If you can see how that willow comes down. There's a tree right here running. You see underneath the snow here, right there. That willow is tucked nicely underneath it. It's really good to go and look those things over. Yeah, right up in here. Well, you know what? That's interesting. I think I walked right past this the last time I was here. That's just nicely leaned up. Need to find where that tree was. Kind of walked around all over back in there, and it's very open. I mean, there's lots of trees, but it's kind of open up in there, back up in there. We need to come here in the springtime, and really spend some time back up in here. Just gonna walk over there to that break. we're gonna go for a little walk. I think this is where we need to come up and bring the gifting bowl. Hello? I hear a movement. Walking. You could go, we're looking downhill from here. Cameras, that depth perception with the cameras isn't so great. But I do hear walking behind me. But the cameras isn't so great. But I do hear walking behind me. Maybe my back cam's picking something up. Oh my goodness, it is good to be back here though. See, way down there, when I had that little white peeker that was peeking at me from behind that tree when I was first up at the gifting bowl, that was a while back, he or she, I don't know if it was Kona, but if you're all the way down here, this is all of a little valley. He or she could have come all the way up and they would have made their way right screen center. That's about where they would have been to spy on me at the gifting bowl. We'll keep moving. Oh. That's kind of interesting, right? Oh, that's crazy. That could almost be naturally formed. We're back at the arch here. Anyway, that could be like a gifting spot. Maybe for marbles and other things like that. We'll go downhill here. It's easier. I'm following some either coyote or wolf tracks. I would say coyote. 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 Yeah. Pretty quiet today. I never know. A lot of times I don't know if I've captured anything until I go through that review process. And I'm following somebody's trail here, and they're big tracks under the snow. And these are rabbit, bunny tracks. Pretty much know all of the, in the snow, I pretty much know all the, we were taught, my father taught us what tracks were what in the snow and in the mud. Okay, I found mine, these are mine, my tracks. Yep, they are. Whew, all right. Yeah, I can't believe how frozen that gifting bowl is in the ground. But right beside the gifting wall, there is a freshly broken tree. Sorry. Oh my goodness. Just leaning there on a log, freshly broken. I'll show you. So I'm not sure. It looks very purposeful, right? And like you can see, the gifting molds. Oh my goodness, that raven. What was it? Where was I? Yeah. The gifting mold, I don't know if you can see it in the spruce trees there. It's right behind me. That stick. Right here. It's just leaned here on this log. This would be just south of it, so I'm not sure. It looks very purposeful to me. Interesting. Hello? Oh. Oh. I brought you something. Some goodies. All right. I'll be back. I'll be back. Made it. Made it. Again, I bought some candies. Yeah, it's not too bad back in here. At home, I almost decided not to come down here today because it is so windy at home at the farm. Mind you, like it's like 10 miles away from home. Oh, it's quite a few miles away from home, so 10 miles would make a difference. But the added trees here, right? There's no farms, no farming land or anything here. It's all bush, back road, a back road in, and I'll probably have to do all my talking before I get out of the trees, because as I'm getting closer to where my truck is, I can feel the wind here. It's nice to, yeah, see, I can feel that wind already. Nice to be back here. Well, that scream, I think I had my back camera already turned on when I first pulled up here and I was getting all my gear out, and I'm hoping it picked those vocals up very loud, and one was very scream like, and a couple of whoops and a scream. And they weren't coming. I'm thinking maybe the clan is more west today. Because that's where I heard the vocals. And east is behind me. South, north, and behind the camera is west. And that's where I was hearing all the noise. And I'm pretty sure a wood knock to the north. And that right behind me, okay, we made it out. But right behind me, on that side, north, that's where the totem pole is. That totem pole is straight that way. And that's where I'm positive I heard a wood knock, and then a whoop and a scream to the west. And I'm hoping this camera picked it up. I'm hoping. Gotta go sideways. Alright, folks. My battery's blinking. I just heard a foot stomp straight behind me somewhere. I'll say goodbye here in case it does. I think the sun has just about set and I should probably call it a day. Again, thank you all for being here. If there's any new subscribers, thank you for being here. Alright, the wind's picking up. I will say goodbye, everybody. Stay safe. Take care. See you in the trees.